Hey, how's it going? It's Sophia here from Zen Guidance. I hope all is well with you today, and thank you for clicking on this pick a card reading. So in this video, we're going to be looking at your next 48 hours. What's going to be happening for you? So all you need to do to find out is choose one of the three images on your screen. Feel free to pause the video here if you do need some time. And once you've made your choice, you can go to the description box below, where you'll find the corresponding timestamps to your chosen pile. You'll also find the link to my website, so if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, that's where you'll find all the info. Okay, so let's get into your reading now. Click the timestamp and I'll see you there. Okay, group number one, let's take a look at your next 48 hours and what's going to be happening for you. Okay, so from now to the end of the next 48 hours, what's going to happen for you? Group number one, what's going to happen? Okay, so we've got the square, semi-square and quincunx aspect in astrology, which is some tension. Okay, but I'm also feeling a magnetic pull, which I'll come to. We've got ascendant, entrance. Oh, interesting. We've got descendant as well. The ascendant and descendant. I really feel like there's something going on in a relationship. I feel like it's giving me again, like I said, this magnetic pull between you and this other person, because the ascendant is us, it's our appearance, it's the first impression we make, it's our physical body, our head. The descendant is the other person, it's the person we can be in a relationship or a partnership with. Okay, it can be business partnerships, but this feels more like it's romantic, okay? But for some of you, this might be business. You have to just take what resonates, of course. Okay, but it does feel like there's some sort of a battle going on here. I feel like this is connected to your own sense of identity in some way. Like maybe you feel like you need to do something, you need to move forwards, but you feel like it doesn't fit with you or your personality, which I know seems like a bit of an abstract message. I don't know if that's going to resonate, but I just felt called to say it, group one. Okay, but I definitely feel like you're butting heads with somebody here. Okay, so it's like you're drawn to each other, but then I feel like maybe there's a struggle with communication. Okay, maybe that there's miscommunication, you're misunderstanding each other in some way. But then at the same time, I feel like you're drawn together like magnets. I see it's very intense, like you're literally pulled together and you feel like it's a struggle to come apart. But then at the same time, there are these issues that are causing a level of stress. But I need more information here. Let's get some more information. Your next 48 hours. I haven't done one of these for a while, and I really love doing these because I love the surprises that it brings, because there's obviously so many people watching and everyone's going to be having different 48 hours. But yeah, I just love the surprises that come through. Okay, so we've got rest and rejuvenate. The seventh chakra. Okay, so I feel like you're going to, after this tension arises, I feel like you're going to rest, okay? I feel like you're going to feel at peace about things. So just know, in those moments where it does feel tense or there is some kind of conflict, that you will come to a place of quiet, okay? I feel like this is you meditating. You may do some yoga. You may, like I said, meditate or connect with nature. Do something where you're clearing your mind and you're focused more on the present moment rather than either what's happened previously or maybe what's going to happen in the future. Because as they say, when you're depressed, you're living in the past. When you're anxious, you're living in the future. And so I see you being more focused on the present, okay, feeling at peace with yourself, okay? Maybe this is also that you feel like, something to do with your character, your identity, and you feel like you are doing the right thing. Even if it feels tense, you're going to do the right thing. So, for example, if this is connected to another person, and say maybe, again, this is just an example, but say, for some of you, maybe it resonates, but this is just the example that came through to me. But say you're connected to somebody, you're having feelings for somebody, but they may be in another relationship. And so you feel like it's hard for you to walk away, but you feel it's the right thing to do. Okay. So again, this doesn't have to be about relationships. It could be about another area of your life. But it really does feel like it's connected to another person. So like I said, for some of you, this might be in business. It might be friendships, but it feels more like relationships, like romantic. But like I said, take what resonates. But I'm going to come to the seventh chakra in just a moment. I just want to pull a couple more of these. Let's just see. So we've got journey. We've got cornucopia. Okay. So this is looking pretty good, I would say, group number 1. Let me just move those a second. So where should I put them here? Okay. I feel like you're going to be more spiritually connected these next 2 days. Okay, I feel like you're going to have some type of awakening, but I also feel like you connecting to your faith, to your spirituality is what's going to help you through this tense situation. Okay, like having a faith and a belief in something greater than us is one of the best ways to remain hopeful. Okay, to have faith that things are going to work out in your highest favor. Okay, so I feel like you're going to be leaning upon your spirituality a lot these next couple of days, but it's definitely going to be supporting and helping you in whatever it is that you're going through. Okay, now you may be going on a trip with the journey card. Okay, so maybe you know about this, maybe you've planned this trip, but this may be a surprise trip. Okay, so if you're planning to just stay at home or not do a lot the next couple of days, I do feel like that's going to shake up here, because I definitely see you being on the move. I'm also seeing shopping here. So you may go shopping. I'm seeing like lots of shopping bags here. It doesn't feel like it's like the usual food shopping. Maybe for some of you it will be, but I just don't feel like this is bringing through the mundane stuff. But take what resonates, of course. And obviously you'll have to see how the next 48 hours play out. It may not make sense yet, okay, until these 2 days have passed. But yeah, I'm seeing, this feels more like it's, like this could be clothes, or it could be homewares, or makeup, or toiletries, or something that feels, I don't know, less so like it's the normal day-to-day shopping. It feels more like, yeah, this could be like an actual shopping spree. Somebody may offer to take you shopping. This may even be what the tension represents. Okay, maybe you have an argument about money or shopping or something. I don't know. But I definitely feel like there's a trip here that's coming through, which will cause you to need to spend more money. Okay. And then we also have cornucopia, which is the card of true abundance. I mean, look at this. And we've got the number 11, which is the master angel number. But then all of this food here, like, I feel like, yeah, you're going to have some really nice meals the next couple of days. So yeah, whether this is you're going out to eat, or you're cooking at home, or maybe even somebody's cooking for you. It could even be an argument over food in the kitchen. This could be like where the conflict is. Like maybe even if like you're cooking with someone, you love spending time with them, but you feel like, you know, the saying, too many chefs. Okay. And I feel like, yeah, there's like there's a lot going on for you these next couple of days. But this is true abundance. This is having more than you need. Okay, because that's what abundance really is. It's like you have way more than you need. So like way more food than you could ever consume, way more money than you could ever spend in this life. Like it feels very, very positive. So this could even be, yeah, some kind of financial windfall that comes through, that then you're able to afford these sprees, these shopping trips, or even, for example, like booking a trip. So you may not actually go on a trip, for example. You may just book one in these next couple of days, or pay for one, put some money down or something. Okay, so let's see what else is coming through for you, group 1. What's going to be happening in your next 48 hours? Okay, so community. Yeah, so I definitely feel like you're going to be spending time with other people, even though I do see you spending some time alone, meditating, focusing on the present, deep breathing. I feel like, yeah, there are other people coming through. For sure. Okay. Now, this might be a child as well. You might be spending more time with a child these next couple of days. This could be your own child, or could be somebody else's. Maybe you even work with children. Okay. But this could be like a friend or a family member's child. I'm definitely seeing childlike energy coming through. And it feels very like helpful as well. So you may be called in to help something or someone that's very close to you, that's very young. But also I feel like because it's community, I feel like you're going to be spending time in your local community. But of course, for some of you, you may be also traveling away from your local community. But I don't feel like you'll be doing that these full next 48 hours, because I see you spending more time closer to home. But like I said, you may plan to have a trip, or you may do the trip, say, 2 days from now rather than 1 day from now. But let's see. I'm also seeing a party here. Okay, some of you, you're going to a party. Maybe that's what this invitation is about. You could be going, yeah, to a party, to an event, to some kind of meeting, but it feels like there's a celebration coming through. Excuse me. Okay, then we've got deep knowing. What's going to be happening your next 48 hours. Okay, and then clean it up. You really do have a lot going on, group one. Like a lot. There's I don't know how you're managing to cram all of this in the next 48 hours, but yeah, I feel like you're going to be doing a lot of stuff. There's a lot of different energies coming through here. Because this clean it up is making me feel like you're going to be spending some time, cleaning, working on, doing the usual day-to-day stuff. Again, it's like the mundane stuff, the cleaning, the shopping, bits and pieces. So you may even be doing like a declutter. You may be reorganizing your wardrobe, or maybe even getting rid of certain things, getting rid of new old things to make way for the new. So you may even feel instinctively like you're drawn to get rid of things, or to maybe put things on Vinted, or to sell things. Okay, you just feel this call that you need to do a clear out, but maybe you're not seeing that it's because, like, maybe the root cause of you feeling the need to do this is because there's more coming in. So you need to make room, creating space. Okay, so I definitely feel like this is something very positive as well that you could do regardless, okay? Because especially if you're wanting to receive more abundance, again, you could decide, okay, I'm going to make some space. I'm going to make some room so the abundance can come in. And that's precisely what I'm seeing here. It's like you clean it up and then it all comes in. Now, for some of you, this could also be connected to this person, okay? This person I feel you're going to be strongly connected to these next 48 hours. So if there has been an argument, okay, or some kind of disagreement, conflict, I feel like this is you feeling, okay, it's time to clean things up. It may be this person comes in to try to work things through with you, okay? But it definitely feels like there's positive movement forwards. It really does feel like you're able to shift your energy from where it's been, from this conflict, from this tension, and you're able to feel much freer. You're able to feel more relaxed. Okay, I see you feeling much more at peace about the situation moving forwards. And I also feel like here with this deep knowing, again, I feel like this is your spiritual senses kicking in, okay, where you feel like, I just know good things are coming to me. I just know that this is all going to work out, even if it does feel tense right now. It's like this energy, again, of peace that I'm getting here, where you feel like, it's like if you know something's going to happen and then you can relax. Like, say once something has actually been set in stone, you can like, okay, I know that's happening, so I can step it back. But this is like that intuitive spiritual knowing where you may not have tangible physical evidence in the 3D that it's happening, but it's just that sense where you're like, I know it's happening. I know it. I know they feel this way. I know I'm going to receive this abundance. I know I'm destined to be rich. Okay, that's the type of energy I'm getting here. Okay, then we've got look at the bigger picture, Sagittarius, which again represents travel, but also higher learning. Okay, so I feel like this is about you zooming out these next couple of days. I feel like you're going to be looking at the bigger picture, the grand scheme of things here, rather than focusing so much on the details, because maybe this is where you were at in this relationship or this situation with tension. You may have been like really nitpicking at everything. Like, say if it was an argument or conversation, you may have been really reading into everything so much. Maybe your person was as well. But it feels like this energy is more about, okay, let's just step it back. Let's reset things. Let's come to a place of peace and understanding. And what can we learn from this? Because I feel like this is also where you're going to be group one. Because I feel like you're that type of person that sees that if there's something for you to learn, okay, that you can take the positives from it. Because Sagittarius is also very optimistic. It's very like looking at the glass as half full rather than half empty. So I feel like this is more the energy you're going to be in, even though, again, things won't always feel like smooth sailing, but you're still going to remain very hopeful. You're still going to remain very optimistic about what's ahead. And again, I feel like that relates to this deep knowing. You just know things are going to work out in your favor. Okay, so you can actually step it back, and rather than try to micromanage the situation or look too deeply into things, you're able to step it back, reevaluate from a more detached viewpoint, okay? And then a fiery climax approaches. We've got a lot of fire coming through here, which does make sense, okay? I mean, for example, maybe it's going to be very hot where you are, okay? Obviously, it is summertime here on this side of the hemisphere, at least. So it may be, that you're physically going to feel very hot, okay, either with the actual temperature, but this may be as well that you're going to be so on the move. You're moving around so much that obviously that will naturally raise your body temperature too. Okay, but there's certainly more to it than just temperature, which I'll get to in a moment. So we've got meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. Yeah, so this fiery climax, I feel like there is something like coming to a head here. Okay, I feel like it's connected to this tension aspect that came through initially. Okay, so something is going to erupt here. Now, like I said, it's not something for you to worry about necessarily. It could even be something very positive in terms of, you know, you can think of excitement, you can think of passion. You know, you might come together with somebody in a very passionate physical way. You know, keeping it PG here, but, you know, I think you know what I'm getting at in terms of fire and connecting with another person. So, yeah, I do feel there is that opportunity. For some of you may get very intimate with this person because, again, I just see you being drawn together like this. But again, for some of you, it may be that there is some form of conflict connected to this also. But the fact that it's a climax, okay, we're coming to the pinnacle point, something that is, I feel like there's something revealed here through this. Okay, but it's going to help you feel like you've reached some kind of conclusion, like you have a deeper level of understanding that you didn't have previously. So there's a lot of awakenings coming through these next couple of days. Hence why we've also got this meditation card here with Pisces. Like this is going to be the way that you handle the situation in the best way. Okay, so maybe this is, again, when tension arises, you may even say, look, let's take some time apart. Let's just chill for a moment. Let's take some space and come back together when we're both calmer. Okay, or maybe even after the climax, it's like you realize, okay, I need to find some peace. I need to find a way to cope with the feelings and emotions that I'm experiencing. So this may be where you're like, okay, I'm going to meditate. I'm going to spend more time in the present moment. This may even be you focus on connecting to water. Okay, Pisces represents the sea. And so, yeah, it may be that you decide, maybe you actually will. If you're close to the sea, maybe you'll go for a sea swim. Okay, that may help you to feel more present, or it can help you to feel cleansed. It can help you to feel revitalized. Okay, but if it's not the sea, this could be another form of water, of course. This might be, you know, you taking a cleansing shower or a healing bath. Okay, maybe you're able to find you get some peace when you're doing so. Okay, so I'm just going to get some tarot messages now, and then I will get fishbowl messages too on this for you. So let's take a look. These next 48 hours, what's going to be happening for you? Okay, so we've got the Knight of Cups in reverse. So potentially a Pisces, Cancer or Scorpio, Divine Masculine that's coming through. The Seven of Cups. And the Lovers in reverse. See, I knew it. I'm just going to cover this up a minute because YouTube doesn't allow. I'm just going to cover it up with this one. So we know that's the Lovers, all right? Now, the Lovers is in reverse, so it does feel like, it's like you come together, but then you separate, okay? So it may be that, yeah, you spend some heated time together and then you just have some time apart. But I just feel here, this person is quite emotionally distant, okay? I feel like they may avoid an emotional conversation. So this may even be what actually causes an argument, for example, because maybe you're needing... Maybe you're needing to have an emotional conversation. You're needing to be more open. You're needing them to be more open, but you don't feel like they're giving that to you. So that may then cause you to feel frustrated, okay? Or vice versa. For some of you, you may yourself identify as being this Knight of Cups in reverse. So you may yourself feel like you're struggling to open up. So it may be the other person then struggles with the fact that you are distant in this way. So again, just reverse the energy if it makes more sense. But here with the Seven of Cups, this is about choices and options. But to me, it's also abundance, because even here in the cups, we've got a house in this cup. We've got like a lovely couple in this cup. We've got like gold and jewelry in this cup. There's so much going on. And I do feel like you're going to receive a lot of abundance these next 2 days. So yeah, for some of you, you might win a competition. You might be paid an extra amount with your normal pay. You might receive a bonus, or it feels like, yeah, there's some kind of large amount of money, or maybe even gifts that come through. Somebody may even like decide to give you like lots of gifts, but it feels like multiple things rather than say one gift or one bonus. It might be even you get lots of different sources of money coming in, or you get lots of different, you get lots of money from different sources, or again, lots of different gifts from different sources. Maybe for some of you, it's your birthday, okay? Or it may feel like it's your birthday these next 2 days with all of this abundance that's coming through. So let's just get some fishbowl messages, anything else that's coming through for you these next 48 hours. Okay, let's see. So we have autumn. So maybe something that you're planning, maybe this trip is something you're planning for the autumn time, okay? Maybe you're in autumn whilst you're watching this, as this is, of course, a timeless reading. I'm not sure why else that would make sense, except for it gives me the same energy as like this Virgo here with clean it up, autumn. So this may be about, releasing the old so you can make way for the new. Okay, we've got calm before the storm, which I definitely feel like is here. Like, again, you may be feeling like everything's calm right now, but then there is some stormy weather approaching. Okay, we've got progression to self. So that also makes sense with what I was picking up in the beginning about your sense of identity, like who you are. I feel like these next couple of days is going to help you actually understand more about who you are, what you want, what you desire, but really about like who you are intrinsically. Okay, which is interesting. So I feel like, because sometimes we need things to happen to us externally, which makes us feel like, oh, wow, I didn't realize I felt that way. Or even the way that we react sometimes to things, like we don't always expect, oh, I didn't think I would react this way. And then you realize, oh, like I've grown, or, I understand myself more through this situation. We've got choices, which again makes sense, okay, because you're definitely going to be having a lot of choices these next couple of days. Okay, so we've got embarrassed, self-care, and I can't come back now. So yeah, there may be something either you feel a little bit embarrassed about or somebody else feels embarrassed about. But I feel like ultimately you're going to focus more on self-care. I do feel like you're going to be very self-focused, even though there are other people coming through here. I don't know, to me, it doesn't feel like it's you embarrassed. It may be somebody else that feels embarrassed, and that might be what causes the tension. But like I said, just reverse the energy if it does make sense, if you are the one that feels embarrassed, maybe from something you said or didn't say, or if you were left on red or something. I'm not sure. But there's definitely this feeling of being embarrassed. And obviously, embarrassment as well relates to other people, because it's like if we're walking along the street and if there's nobody around, if you trip over, you don't feel embarrassed because nobody saw you. You only feel embarrassed if somebody actually sees you. So it has something to do with another person. It's like you're not going to feel embarrassed on your own. It's only if somebody sees. So yeah, so much strong connections to other people these next couple of days for you. But the I can't come back now. Oh my goodness, just dropped my cards. That made such a loud noise. So this may be you that says this to somebody. It may be them that says it to you. I don't know, but this feels like there is some kind of, it feels like it's connected to the Lovers card. Okay, there's something about a romantic connection where there's something being put on hold here, but it does feel like it's a temporary hold. Again, obviously we're only looking at the next 48 hours. Okay, a lot can obviously change after this point, but this is, just condensed into these next 2 days. Yeah, I feel like somebody's either going to say this to you or you're going to say it to them. I feel like you're going to say it to them because I feel like you're the one that's going to be taking some time out to reflect, to meditate, to get into a place of peace and calm. And you may say, look, I can't come back right now, or I can't discuss this right now. I need to process it first. I need to heal first. Okay, that's the energy that I'm getting, but it definitely feels like it's going to be an interesting few days. You've got a lot of things going on. And I feel like it's going to help, like I said, you to become more of who you really are, the progression to self. But yeah, I definitely feel like there's abundance coming in. Okay, and I feel like that's going to ease some of the pain that you are going through with this stormy weather, with this conflict. So again, maybe this is also a form of distraction. So you're able to, I'm going to take some time out, I'm going to book a holiday, or I'm going to go shopping. I'm going to do something that takes me away from this tense situation, just temporarily until the dust has settled. So there it is, group 1. I really do hope that this resonates with you. And of course, it may take a couple of days. Feel free to come back to the video and let us know. But if it's already making sense, or if you have enjoyed this reading, please do leave a comment below. Leave a blue emoji if you don't want to write too much. Or this just lets me know that it has made sense. Or just liking the video also lets me know. So thank you in advance for this. And if you would like to book either a personal reading with me, a natal chart reading, or a remote Reiki session, the link to my website is below. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now. Hi, group 2. So let's take a look at your next 48 hours. Okay, what's going to be happening for you over the next 48 hours? Okay, and remember this is a timeless reading as well, so whenever you're drawn to this is when it's meant for you. Okay, so we've got Taurus, cultivate, North Node, future, debilitated, discomfort. Okay, so there's a lot of karmic activity happening for you in the next 48 hours. Now, with karmic activity, you have less control over the outcome, over what's going to happen. So you may feel like there are certain elements of what's going on that, you don't feel like you have power over in some way, but it's meant to be happening because the North Node is about pointing you towards your destiny, what you're guided to, what you're guided to learn in this life, what you're guided to achieve in this life, how you're guided to evolve in this life. And so, I feel like you are being directed in that way. Okay, you're being pulled in this North Node direction, but this can feel quite uncomfortable. Okay, with this debilitated, you may not enjoy it in certain ways. Okay, but it is going to be for your highest good. Okay, so whatever you feel like you are experiencing these next couple of days, just know that it is going to work out in your favor in the end. Okay, it's helping you reach your true destiny, your life's purpose, okay? Or it's certainly keeping you or putting you on the path of your true life's purpose. Now with Taurus here, this could be either you're connecting with somebody of the sign of Taurus, you may be connecting to Taurus activities, okay? Taurus representing money, representing luxury, clothes, things you enjoy. It's ruled by Venus, okay? So anything that connects to Venusian energy, which is, money and things we take pleasure in, as well as relationships, okay? Now, this may also be that you're spending some time at home, okay? Because Taurus can also represent the home. But maybe there's something about this, maybe either connected to your home or again connected to your money or to your possessions, maybe even your self-esteem, where you feel like in some way it's uncomfortable, but you're being pulled in this direction. So let's get some more information. These next 48 hours, what's coming through? Okay, so we've got community. What else is going to be happening for you in the next 48 hours, please? Healer of the ages. Hostilities in reverse. And the sacral chakra. Okay. So it does feel like here, this uncomfortable situation isn't going to feel initially like it's healing. Again, you won't necessarily be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. So it'll feel, in a way, that there is some darkness coming through here. But I do feel that there's something about releasing hostilities. If you've been feeling angry lately, if you've been feeling upset or angry at a person or a situation, I do feel these next 48 hours you're going to be letting that go, releasing it, and allowing yourself to heal. Again, moving forwards. I mean, with the sacral chakra here, in reverse, this can be the sacral is out of balance, okay? And this connects to your creativity, to your sexuality, to your psychic gifts, okay? To your emotions. So it may be that there is a lot of heightened emotions that make you feel uncomfortable. So maybe you're not used to dealing with your emotions in this way, okay? But it's like you're being guided to. So, for example, if you're somebody that doesn't cry very often, you may be crying a bit more the next couple of days, okay? You may feel like maybe it's frustration that causes you to cry. But if that is the case, you've got to allow yourself to cry, because crying is healing, okay? It helps you to transform out of the pain. They serve a positive purpose. So, definitely don't repress anything. Like, allow it all to come to a head, allow it all to flow out of you, okay? Because this will release any emotional blocks that you have, okay? So if you feel like, you've been having to hold it together, you've been having to remain very strong, I feel like this is your time to allow yourself to release now. Because I'm seeing like forgiveness here. Maybe this is that you're going to forgive somebody, okay? And you're going to feel lighter because of it, okay? Like you feel like you can now let that go and move forwards. Now, we've also got this community card, which is strong friendship energy. So you may be spending more time with friends. Maybe it's even karmic activity connected to friends in some way. So again, certain situations you don't feel like you have a lot of conscious control over. So for example, say this is your friends, like we're going here, like you're just following them, like, okay, we're going here now. Now we're going to go here. Now we're going to go here. And it feels like, yeah, so maybe you don't have all of the control in some way, but this feels almost like they're getting you out of your comfort zone. Like your friends may be kind of, pushing you out of your comfort zone, or they may even be helping you out of this place of feeling uncomfortable. Like it definitely feels like you're going to be connected to, people, your friends, or like your local community even. Okay, so maybe this could even be your neighbors, connecting more with your neighbors, or again, people that you know, maybe even through social media. Okay, I definitely see a lot of connections coming through, a lot of different conversations with, multiple people, but I'm actually really drawn to the group of 3. So you may actually be spending time in a group of 3 at some point over these next 48 hours. Okay, but I'm really pleased to see this breathe card here. Okay, because this shows that you're going to be more relaxed these next couple of days, even though there is still some uncomfortability, a little bit of tension here. I do feel ultimately you're letting go of something. Okay, if somebody has upset you, I feel like you're letting that go, and I feel like you're forgiving them. Now, for some of you, it may be the other way around as well. It may be somebody is letting go and forgiving you, okay? If you've screwed up or you've had some kind of argument recently. It just feels like something about your defenses, like you had your defenses up, like you had your guard up. Again, maybe this is where you are currently, but it feels like over the next 48 hours, you're going to be able to drop your shield. You're going to release that. You're going to feel, much more open, much more receptive, and much more at peace. Okay, you may even spend some time meditating. Even though I do feel like you're going to be spending some time with friends, or like I said, your community, I do feel you'll spend some time alone as well, gathering your thoughts. And I feel like it's this relaxation that's also going to help push you, because that's sometimes what's testing as well. It's like, so we can't control the events that happen around us or to us, but we can control how we respond and we react to them. And I feel like this is very much what's coming through here. Like, I feel like this is something about yourself that's going to develop even stronger over the next couple of days, where you realize, okay, I can actually handle this better than I thought I could. Okay, and even though it's uncomfortable, I realize that I can move forwards in this energy of peace. Okay, so we've got orphaned, soulmates. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Either of those, actually. So there is some sadness coming through in the orphan card, okay? It's definitely some kind of a loss, grief even. I'm seeing a lot of pain. I'm seeing heartbreak here. So this may be you, okay? I kind of feel like it is you at points. Like you do feel very down, very lonely. But it's like these friends or these people, these neighbors, the people that you know locally on social media, like I said, are going to help lift you out of this. Okay, so it's like, yes, you need some time alone to process things, to heal, but I feel like you also need to rely on other people around you. Okay, let them help you, especially if they're trying, they're trying to pull you out of it. And I feel like you're being guided to, embrace that, okay, and allow yourself to, sometimes it's, be distracted as well. You don't need to be thinking about all the pain that you're going through, but you also don't want to block everything up either. You don't want to hold it all in. So I feel like it's having a nice balance here, which I feel like you're going to have. Like I said, I feel like you're going to, be more open emotionally, or allow yourself to by the end of the next 48 hours, okay, and allow yourself to have a bit of fun, okay, and not to feel guilty about it, because for some of you, you may even feel guilty, like I shouldn't be having fun right now. But I feel like you do need that. It's okay to have a bit of fun, even if you are grieving, going through a loss, or, there is something to be very sad about. But I still feel like, life is for living. And there is this part of you that feels these next 2 days that you need to really live your life. You need to focus on your future, as well as being present, okay, being okay with the present moment, knowing that you're going to be okay as well, no matter what happens through this situation or with anything else moving forwards. But now this is also really beautiful, sweet energy with the soulmates card, because I feel like this is you being very close to someone that you may class as a soul connection, or somebody that is, you're like, I just heard yin and yang. Okay, you're like yin and yang, you really balance each other out. And I feel like there's this person here supporting you through this. Okay, now it may not be straight away. Maybe they'll come in the next 48 hours. You may have a conversation, but this feels like spending actual time together, because I'm seeing like a lot of closeness here. And I feel like these are reciprocal feelings. So yeah, I feel like you're going to be spending time with this person here, as well as, you know, these friends or these people in your community. But yeah, I do feel like there is this soul connection. And I just feel like they're like a shoulder to cry on, is what I just heard. Okay, so yeah, I feel like you're definitely being guided to lean upon them, lean upon the people around you, because they want you to. They want you to lean on them. They want you to feel like you can say what you need to say. You can express yourself with them openly and honestly. So let's just see what else is coming through here. I'm going to look at the tarot now, and I will look at the fishbowl messages today. Okay, so your next 48 hours, group number 2, what's coming through? The Hermit. Okay, we've got Virgo energy here. So yeah, with the Taurus as well, I definitely feel like you're going to be spending some time at home, okay? A good amount of time at home, even though, of course, you may go out, you may socialize a little bit. I do feel predominantly you may spend more time in your home, or maybe even in someone else's home, but with another person. Okay, I just feel like there's this need to, isolate a little bit. But again, it's like with the Temperance, you may become out of balance if you spend too much time alone. So this is where I feel like you will get to this point where you're like, okay, I need to spend some time with others. I need to spend some time with people. And once you spend some time with people, you feel like, okay, now I can spend more time alone again. The Fool in reverse, and then Knight of Swords. Okay, so your next 48 hours. I do feel like there's something, it's kind of risky here with the Fool. It's something that seems like it's, I don't know, it's impulsive, it's spontaneous. I feel like it's somebody coming in, you know. Like this Knight of Swords, this could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. It feels like they're coming in this kind of unexpected way. Okay, so maybe they're going to say something to you that you weren't expecting. Or it feels more like communication with the swords, okay? But it also gives me like knight in shining armor. So this person may want to like rescue you. That's kind of what I'm seeing here with this orphan. Like they may feel like, I need to rescue my group too. I need to help them. I need to make them feel better in some way. But it really does feel like it's something about communication. They're going to come in, and I feel like it's going to be quite unexpected. I feel like even they won't expect it. Like either the words that they say will just fly out of their mouth and like, I didn't even know I thought that. I wasn't even thinking about it, but it just almost like it's a channeled message for them where it just comes out, flies out of their mouth. They're not expecting it. But yeah, in some way, I feel like it's actually going to be quite healing. Initially, maybe it might cause some tension. It might cause you to feel uncomfortable, for example. But then I feel like as time moves forwards, things will start to ease and you'll start to feel like, yeah, this was actually meant to be. It's helped push you out of your comfort zone in some way. So let's get some fishbowl messages now and see what is coming through, what's going to be happening in your next 48 hours, group 2. Okay, I'll read them all out in just a moment. I just want to pull a few here. Okay. So we have dance, okay, and actually dancing, it does help to rebalance the sacral chakra, especially when you move your hips. So yeah, this might be a bit of advice for you if you're wanting to heal that sacral chakra, your emotions. Moving of the hips can definitely help, okay, but this might be something you're naturally doing, maybe with friends, okay, or maybe even like, you know, like a slow dance with your lover or something. It's really lovely, but I definitely feel like you're going to be doing some form of dancing. Listen to the signs, okay? So you're going to be receiving spiritual signs these next few days. I'm actually going to get an Astro Dice number to see, because I feel like you're going to see numbers specifically, but I feel like you're going to receive other signs too. Okay, we've got the number 4. So you may be seeing the number 4 a lot in synchronicity these next couple of days. So yeah, I would say you don't need to keep an eye out for it. It's just going to come to you. You'll just like look at your phone and you'll see 444 or something. Okay, so we've got purposelessness leads to addiction. Speak your truth, and you are healing. Okay, so yeah, I do feel you are going through a healing time these next couple of days, which makes a lot of sense with everything that's coming through. Okay, so I feel like you're being guided not to rush things as well. Okay, that you don't need to rush the healing process, that it's going to take time, and you'll have your good days, you'll have your bad days. You know, healing isn't linear, where you may feel like, okay, I'm fine today, but then the next day you feel quite tense or you feel very sad, and that's okay. You're going to have these ups and downs. But I feel like you're being guided to also be careful when it comes to addictions here, because obviously addictions can be oftentimes coping mechanisms for what you're going through. And when you don't have a purpose, this is the point. People can lean into addictions, into obsessions about things that are less meaningful, for example, or that aren't helpful because there's no purpose. But, you know, the first card that came through for you was about purpose, your North Node, your destiny. And so I feel like even though you may not feel you have a purpose these next couple of days, so you may even feel like you need to lean upon, for some of you, this might be alcohol, okay, or some other substance, something that helps you to get through this. But this is your message of advice, is to find your purpose in life, okay? And I'm not saying you're going to find it, you don't know exactly what it is in 2 days, within the next 2 days, but I do feel more information is going to come to light, which helps you to realize what your purpose is, or even the direction of where you're headed in your terms of your destiny. Okay, you're going to realize more so, you know, my purpose is to help other people in some way, okay, or to impart some wisdom, or to make people feel good, okay, because oftentimes our purpose can be about ourselves, but especially if you've got, for example, like an Aries North Node, this can be about focus, you know, learning to be more about you, especially if in the past you were focused more on other people and always helping other people. But predominantly for most of the other signs in the North Node, this is about being able to lean into other people, okay, or to helping other people in some way. And so I feel like there's that part of you that will feel like, I have a greater purpose, so I need to stick around, I need to be here, I need to keep on going because I've got more to achieve in this life, I've got more to accomplish, okay? So again, maybe even in connections to addictions, where you're like, I need to knock these addictions on the head, I need to find, you know, healthy coping strategies to get me through this. And then speak your truth. Okay, so again, I feel like there's somebody coming in that wants to speak their truth to you these next couple of days. You're going to receive a lot more open and honesty from them. But I feel like this is also for you. I feel like they're going to initiate things and then you're going to reciprocate with your open and honesty as well. Okay, I definitely feel like there's, this very blunt, honest conversation that's coming in, which in the end, I feel like is going to help, again, push you towards where you're meant to be in this life. Okay, and maybe even something about your purpose that just came through to me. Your purpose may be to speak. You might have a lot that you actually need to say, a lot of wisdom that you're able to share with people. So it may be that what you're going through now as well is in the future, you're going to be able to speak about it. You're going to be able to help other people because you've been through it. So other people that go through what you're going through right now, you're going to be like the beacon of hope, where you can say to others, I went through this too, and I came through the other side of it. So you will also. So I really feel there's something about you being a healer, somebody that can help other people moving forwards. But it's like you need to take care of you first. You need to focus on you and healing. And this will all come later. So this is quite a deep reading for the next 48 hours. Sometimes these can be quite light and airy. It depends obviously what's going to happen. Obviously each situation is different, but my heart does go out to you because I do feel that there's something quite intense going on here for you. But like I said, ultimately I do feel like things are going to get better in the end. You're going to see the purpose to this, or you're going to understand, okay, this is why this has happened, or this is what I need to do off the back of this situation. Okay, so it will bring you a level of enlightenment that you didn't have previously. And so I really do hope that this resonates. Okay, of course it may not resonate yet because the 48 hours hasn't passed, but if it does, please do leave some kind of a pink emoji, a pink heart, if this does resonate. Or liking the video as well just lets me know that it makes sense for you and that I'm on the right path. So please feel free to share what you think. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is below. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now. Hi, Group 3. So let's take a look at the next 48 hours for you, okay, and what is going to be happening. Okay, so remember this is a timeless reading, so whenever you're drawn to this is when it's meant for you, okay? So the following 48 hours from now, what's going to be happening? Group 3. Ooh, Mars, emotion. And the number 22. So you may be seeing the number 2 in synchronicity a lot these next couple of days. There's a lot of fire coming through here. A lot of fire. And then we've got water. We've got Pisces energy with Neptune. Okay, so I definitely feel like there's a lot of movement. There's a lot of passion. But this could also be some anger that comes out here because Mars represents the god of war. Okay, so it could be, yeah, that there is potentially an argument, but this is also about being in motion, movement, okay, taking some kind of action. Aries energy is about initiation, okay, so it could be that you initiate something, which then may cause a little bit of tension. But then also here, it feels like this could be like you're going to be actually on the move. Maybe you're going to be like going for a run, you're going to be going to the gym or exercising. I'm seeing all like the muscles here, so I feel like you're going to be doing some sort of physical work. Now, it may even be like physical work at home, for example, like doing some renovations, cleaning. But it feels like for a lot of you, it's going to be more like health focused, like you may be doing maybe another sport, okay? But it feels like it's more solo based though, whatever this is. Like you're really going to focus on, yeah, building muscle, building strength. But then Neptune, I feel like we're going to have to pull some more cards and see what else comes through here, because this Neptune is Pisces, okay? And it's very different from everything else that's come through, because here we've got the tension aspect, and in astrology, these are when two planets are not getting along that well, okay? It can end up causing better things in the future. It can, propel us forwards in different ways, but it can also cause potential conflict, potential arguments, for example. Okay, but it can manifest in different ways. Tension doesn't always mean arguments. It can even be like sexual tension, for example, okay, or feeling a pull in some way. But this is interesting because we've got rest and rejuvenate now, and we've got angel of love. And so this feels to me like maybe the first part of this reading, so the first 24 hours, for example, may be much more active. There may be a lot more going on physically, but then the second part, there'll be more rest, there'll be more rejuvenation. There'll be this energy of you relaxing, maybe even meditating. This makes me think of fantasy though as well with the Neptune. So you may be spending a lot of time dreaming, fantasizing, visualizing certain things. It's given me artistic energy too. So you may be doing a creative project, doing some artwork, or something that helps you tap into that creative side of yourself, connecting to Neptune energy, connecting to spirituality as well. Okay, and I feel like this is going to help you feel more relaxed. So maybe this is what you do when you're in tension or when you're struggling in some way. You may lean into something creative, artistic, or something psychic or spiritual, which will help to bring you to a more relaxed place. Okay, for example as well, because this could even be like a physical tension. Say you do some form of exercise and maybe you get like a shooting pain or something, and then you feel like, okay, I'm going to have to rest now, give myself some time to, allow myself to heal. Oh, my little light, my second light just died then. I've got my big main light on, but the little one just died. Never mind. Let's see what else is coming through. Okay, so we've got Angel of Balance. Oh, and I haven't mentioned yet the Angel of Love, which I will come to. Okay, so we've got Man holding a coin. Also Daughter Romance on the bottom of the deck. I feel like this might be what this is about here, this tension potentially. Okay, like I said, for some of you, it may manifest in a physical way, but for others of you, this might be more in terms of potentially in arguments. As I said, sometimes there can be arguments with Mars, especially in relation with this coming through as well, in combination with this tension aspect. And of course, the Angel of Love here being reversed. Okay, this could be what causes the tension, maybe because there is a lack of loving expression or a lack of care in some way. But it feels like you are coming to a place where things are more balanced, because it may be that this needs to happen. Okay, if this is a conflict, it may be that it needed to come out, it needed to come to a head, so then you could let it go and move forwards. But if this is in connection to, like I said, a physical pain, and like I said, there's probably multiple things that will come through, especially in these readings, because they are very broad, okay? Because obviously everyone's going to be having different 48 hours. So like I said, please just disregard what doesn't resonate. But of course, you may not realize what resonates yet until the reading has, of course, finished, or until rather the 48 hours has passed. But either way, I do feel like it's going to help to restore you one way or the other. So yeah, if you're having physical pains, you may decide, okay, I'm going to rest now. I'm going to take my time out. I'm going to allow myself to heal. I'm going to do some sort of physical therapy. I'll put some ice on it or whatever it is that's needed. Okay, and this will help you to, maybe even like having a bath or something, which can be very good for releasing sort of pains and tensions. I do feel like you're going to do things that help rebalance you. But of course, if this is in relation to a relationship, to a person, maybe even to work, we've got the Man holding a coin here. So for some of you, it could even be like, tensions that arise at work, or if this is about a person, it gives me very selfish energy, somebody that acts very selfishly. They're focused on maybe their own money, their own possessions. Like there's a withholding here as well. Like maybe somebody's withholding money from you, or withholding their affection, or even withholding their time. Okay, it's like they're holding it back. But then it feels like in some way it's going to rebalance itself. Okay, whatever this situation relates to, like I said, whether it's a person, your job, or your physical health, I really feel like the color blue is standing out to me as being very healing for you. So maybe like you'll be drawn to wear the color blue, or maybe just putting something blue on, or having a blue crystal, or like I said, even connecting with water. Okay, the element of water is going to help you come to a place of more calm and equilibrium. And I've just seen what's on the bottom of the deck as well. We've got the throat chakra here, and of course it's blue. So maybe even a blue crystal. Okay, something that connects you to blue energy, I feel like is definitely going to help you through whatever these struggles and pains may relate to. Okay, but this also represents communication. So it may be that there is a need for more open communication moving forwards. Okay, so that may be something that comes up, or maybe it's a conversation that comes up that leads to this potential conflict. But let's just get some more information. It's definitely a mixed bag for you here, group 3. Like there's definitely a lot going on. We've got regeneration. And even here, if you look, like we've got all of this red at the bottom. Let me just show you a bit closer. We've got all of the red here, like in the earth. And then in this tree, we've got the blue. We've got the blue flowers here. And it feels like, because this is giving me death card energy, where there's an ending, but then it leads into a transformation, the regeneration. And the fact that it's even regeneration makes me feel like it's a situation that maybe has happened previously and it's repeated itself in some way. But there's a need for, a new chapter here to begin. And it feels like whatever this tension is, I feel like it's going to help to open up a new door for you, which maybe you're going to struggle to see initially, but I do feel it's going to be very key for you reaching some pinnacle point in your life. Okay, I feel like you'll look back on this situation and realize, wow, that was such an intense situation, but it really needed to happen in order to lead me to where I am currently. You may even receive some blue flowers, or maybe you'll buy some blue flowers. I know blue is a very uncommon color for flowers, but it's just really coming through so strongly. And then we've got happy there. So let's just get one more card, please, on this. Buy the book. Okay. So this is connected to tradition, family even. So you may be connecting with family these next couple of days. You may be spending more time with your family, or this might be as well like focusing on doing things by the book, doing things in the right way. Okay, so this is also about commitment and tradition. So this might be what the tension arises from, if this is in relation to another person, or if it's in relation to your job. Okay, it may be again that you have to, cross all the T's, dot all the I's. There's something about being very specific, very intentional about the actions you're taking over the next few days. Yeah, but like I said, I feel like you're going to be, it's something about following the rules here, which I don't know if that makes sense to you. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. If any of this is resonating with you, please do comment a red heart emoji down below. Or of course, write more if you want to, or liking the video also lets me know that this resonates with you, okay? But of course, it may not make sense until the 48 hours has passed. But yeah, I would love to know if this is connecting with you at all. But then we do have this happy card, which I love to see for you. Look how happy she is. She's smiling from ear to ear. So I do feel like whatever this situation is connected to right now, which I know doesn't feel very positive. It does feel like it's going to be quite hard in different ways, but I do feel you're going to end up feeling very happy, because this is giving me hope. Okay, I feel like you're going to feel like, okay, maybe it's just something small that happens, but sometimes that's all you need. Just something that makes you feel like, okay, I can hope, like things are going to improve. Okay, so I feel like, yeah, something is coming in for you. I'm going to ask what this may be specifically. What's going to make you really happy these next couple of days? What is going to make you feel really happy in these next 48 hours, please? What's going to make you feel really happy? 6 of Wands in reverse. Interesting. The Hierophant. So we've got Taurus energy here, and it's very similar to this by the book as well. This is strange to me. Maybe it will make sense to you, but I don't know. In terms of what will make you happy, like this feels like this is like cutting off something that is no longer working, that seems to be, not going in your favor. So yeah, maybe this is in relation to a relationship. Maybe you're deciding, okay, I need a break. I need some time away. Maybe this is a conversation, like I said, about commitment or about loyalty. But with this Judgment here reversed, it does feel like there's like this need for an awakening, this need for a deeper understanding of something, that I feel like this may be where you begin. You may be a bit confused, like you don't know where you really stand in this situation. You don't know if there's longevity in this. Again, maybe you're worried whether a health issue is going to continue indefinitely, or whether issues at work are going to continue, or issues in a relationship are going to continue. But I do feel with everything that's come through here, things won't continue for the long term. Okay, I do feel like this is like a short-term situation that you're going through. So again, maybe it will only last the next couple of days. For some of you, maybe it will be something that lasts a little bit longer. But as a whole, I do feel like you're in this place where you are looking to see, like you're following the rules in some way, but you're looking to see, okay, is there something more I could do? Okay, do I need to cut things off? Do I need to walk away? Do I need to leave, or should I stay? Okay, and I do feel you're going to come to that decision. Maybe not in the next couple of days. It might take, like I said, a little bit longer. But I feel like with this regeneration card, I do feel like you're thinking about it. Like, should you walk away or should you continue? But I do feel the decision that you end up making is going to make you feel very happy. Okay. To me, it feels like, yeah, you might cut something off and focus on one other thing. So again, this might be, I cut off a relationship that's not serving me, and I'm going to put all my energy that I was putting into that into my career. Okay. Or of course, vice versa. I just feel like there's something you're going to be letting go of. And then another thing you're going to be more focused on. So as well, it's like you're freeing up the time here. You're creating more space so you can actually put your energy and attention into what you feel is working, what you feel is tangible, what you feel is actually progressing, or that you have conscious control over. So I'm now just going to get some fishbowl messages just to see if anything else is coming through for you over the next 48 hours. I'll read them all out in just a moment. I mean, we've got IT consultant. So yeah, you might be speaking with an IT consultant the next couple of days. Maybe you yourself are an IT consultant, and maybe that's something connected to your work. Okay, but I'm definitely seeing like, yeah, telecommunications, speaking online. Okay, or speaking to, maybe you need some kind of assistance as well. Like this could be, yeah, you're speaking to somebody because you've got some kind of technical error, for example. And maybe that's what the tension is about. So yeah, it could even be, yeah, something related to work or related to, yeah, something technical. And we've got get ready. Okay, so this may be as well that you're sensing something big is around the corner. And so this is you getting ready. And I feel like, yeah, you're definitely in this preparatory phase where you are preparing for something. For some of you, maybe you know exactly what you're preparing for. For others of you, it may just be a sense, like this energy of you sensing something is happening, something that you need to get ready for that hasn't actually materialized yet. Okay, we've got extrovert. So maybe you will feel more extroverted these next couple of days. You'll feel very outgoing. You can be more outspoken. We've got jealous. So yeah, for some of you, you might be feeling jealous. For others of you, it might be others are feeling jealous of you. But it's just important to acknowledge when these feelings arise, because, you know, jealousy is a natural emotion that can come through. It's not something that you have to feel ashamed about. Oftentimes people do feel ashamed when they feel this jealousy come up, but you know, it's just a signal to let you know what you are truly desiring in life. You see someone else that's got something you want, it's helping you to know this is what I really want. So rather than say taking it out on that person or feeling like they shouldn't have it or they don't deserve it, thinking I'm glad they have it, but I realize I want it too. So it's like, I feel like this almost gives you this drive, this push to achieve it for yourself. So yeah, you might be using jealousy as a way to like push you forwards in some form. Okay, so we've got intellectual conversations. Okay, so you're going to be having some intellectual conversations over the next couple of days. Maybe this is over social media, whether this is connected to work. But yeah, I definitely feel like a lot of stimulating intellectual conversations. Okay, then we've got don't give up now. So this may be what you are feeling as well at different points. Again, the sense of should I give up? Shouldn't I? And again, I think it's going to be different for each one of you, whether you feel like it's time to give up. I just feel like it's going to be a very poignant question for you where you will be thinking, is it worth my time to keep going, or should I give up? Okay, so I do feel you're going to be in this place where you're teetering on the edge. Do I, don't I? Do I, don't I? But ultimately, you are going to make the right decision for you. For a lot of you, I feel like you are going to move forwards, like letting something go and then moving on to something else. Okay, so we've got I release you so I can find me, and then missing you. So yeah, there may be somebody that you are missing these next couple of days. It may be a person that you decide to release. You might decide, you need to let them go. There is something about you letting go so you can understand yourself more, so you can find yourself, so you don't feel, some type of negative emotions connected to it. I feel like there's something, maybe this, again, there's a lot of conflict and there's this need, look, let's just have a break. Let's not speak to each other for a minute. Let's just, or like I said, from work, like maybe you're dealing with a difficult client or something and you feel like I need a break. Let's just break away. We'll revisit this when everything has calmed down. Okay, because there's, like I said, a lot of heat, a lot of fire that is being brought up here. But yeah, I do feel like there's something. Now, whether this is a person, whether this is a job, whether this is a level of stress in some way, mental stress, I do feel like you're letting that go these next couple of days. And you're going to feel like you understand yourself better off the back of this by the end. Okay, I feel like you're going to connect more with your true self on a deeper level through this. Okay, and you may even feel stronger, because for some of you, you may feel like, oh, I can't let them go. I'm not going to be able to do that. But then I feel like you're going to realize by the end of the next 48 hours where you're like, wow, I didn't realize I had this in me. So I feel like you're also going to feel very proud. And this may be what also makes you feel very happy by the end of this next 48 hours. So very interesting reading. I mean, I hope you found it interesting. I certainly have, but I would love to know what you think. So please do comment below and let me know if you feel so inclined. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is below. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now.